What I think in the end, Fincher was able to do so brilliantly with such terror was to set the audience up to meet this character.
I think the last scene, the ending scene, and the car ride leading up to it, where it's mostly on you in conversation with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, is one of the greatest scenes in film history. So if people somehow didn't see the movie, there's these 5 murders that happen that are inspired by 5 of the 7 deadly sins, and the ending scene is inspired, represents the last 2 deadly sins. And there's this calm subtlety about you in your performance. It's just terrifying. Maybe in contrast with Brad Pitt's performance, that's also really strong. But that the contrast, in the contrast, is the terrifying sense that you get in the audience that builds up to the twist at the end, or the surprise at the end, with the famous "What's in the box" from Brad Pitt.
Right.
That is Brad Pitt's character's wife, her head.
Yeah. I can really only tell you that while we were shooting that scene in the car, while we were out in the desert, in that place where all those electrical wires were, David just kept saying less, do less. And I just tried to, I remember he kept saying to me, remember, you're in control. Like, you're going to win. And knowing that should allow you to have tremendous confidence. And I just followed that lead. And I just think it's the kind of film that so many of the elements that had been at work from the beginning of the movie, in terms of its style, in terms of how he built this terror, in terms of how he built for the audience a sense of this person being one of the scariest people they might ever encounter.